Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to day 13 of Stranger Things Giving. Yeah, this is going to end up being short and sweet, I think, because I came home from work. I didn't do like a whole lot today besides work, so it's going to be another one of, those days where there's not a whole lot to report. Is pretty much the normal routine of get up, go to work. It wasn't even like a noteworthy day at work, honestly. And then, like, good or bad, I have no complaints and no extraordinary good, awesome stories, nothing. And then, which I'll take, since I've done my fair share of complaining to you guys, I'll take the good, unnoteworthy days. That's fine. It's all about balance. And I mean, I don't feel that great is the thing too. Like, just like my tummy's upset a little bit. So like nothing like crazy. It was just something I ate again. So I will probably edit this and then take Maverick and lay down while it's uploading, down here. And once it's uploaded, I can feed him and go to bed. So, nothing crazy. When I got home tonight, David was still awake because he's on overnights tomorrow. And we played some Warcraft. And then he went to bed and I worked on my squares. And that's how my night went. So that's really about it. But I really like those nice quiet days sometimes. So I'm really not going to complain. Although they don't make for any exciting sit down and chat days, do they? With you guys. So what have you guys been up to? Yeah, I wish you guys could chat with me. I have been, like, while I was working on my squares, I was watching some podcasts. And that's really it. Maverick's been sleeping too. I don't know if he feels great. I mean, that could just be my imagination too. Like I think he could be just sleepy. But he, like, normally, like when I'll come, because we have those French doors that you see when I'm recording, like at my desk. And we keep those closed a lot so we don't have to fully heat both rooms down during the day. I mean, the house is heated, but, like I have my desk heater at my desk. I don't have to make the desk heater work and heat this room in here and everything when the doors are closed. And when I open the doors to, like, go get yarn and everything like that, he usually jumps right up and comes in. Oh, I guess he did come in here this time. So I was going to say, he didn't even make a move when I came in here to open the door. Like, I did leave the door open for recording. And usually he's in, he's either in here to at least say hello and then go settle on the couch. Or he'll go settle on the couch or something. And I didn't even know he went in there because he just stayed laying in his bed. But I think he's just a sleepy puppy. Yeah, his dad was off with him today. They went for a walk. So I'm sure that he got, a little bit more playtime than normal because his dad was off while I was at work. So he got to play while I was at work and everything, where normally if we're both at work, he doesn't get to as much, obviously. So he's a little more tired out, which is good. But yeah, that's our life today. So hopefully you guys got into something a little more exciting on your Tuesday or Wednesday, as this case may be. Yeah. Can you believe that November is almost halfway over? I can't. Like, I'm already seeing all these Black Friday sales. There's a bunch of yarn places that are doing either Black Friday or like pre-Black Friday, sales. Regular store, like, like Walmart and where else did I see? Not Meijer. I don't remember. Some other store is doing like a Black Friday or pre-Black Friday sale or whatever. It's just like, holy cow, like I still feel like it should be October. Now we're halfway through November. So it's going to be December soon. It's crazy. But anyway, I guess I should move on to the squares. And then, like it's going to be a short day. Hope you don't mind. But yeah. So the squares in which I am talking about were inspired today by the Creel house. Which actually if I remember, I hope I remember, because I know I normally only edit 2 pictures in, but, if I remember, so I play this game. I do have like a mini short story, I guess, which I'm amused by. And I know, being the like Stranger Things fanatic that I am, I tend to see Stranger Things stuff everywhere. But I have a pictorial representation for those of you who are not Stranger Things fans. But I play this other game besides Warcraft online, that's called Hearthstone. It's a little shoot off of World of Warcraft kind. It's like the card game version online. And you can get, each month you can earn like card backs for your cards. This month's, I don't remember, like they tend to name them also, and I don't remember the name that they named them. And I'm sure it's meant to be something else. Like it could have been an homage to Beauty and the Beast. It could have been anything else. But if I remember, I'm going to put up the picture of, I just used my phone to take a picture of my computer screen. But the card back that you could get this month, I was looking at that and I was like, oh my God, that's the window from the Creel house. So now that's what I think of when I use those card backs. But am I don't answer that. I was going to say, am I crazy or is that it? But I'm not going to ask. Anyway, moving on. So I just thought I would mention that because I've been like stuck thinking about that. Okay. Anyway, I only brought that up because of the Creel house being the inspiration, but the picture for the Creel house should be coming up now. And I found the beat up version, but it does still show, the beautiful blue, and it's trimmed in white. When season 4 was first being teased and everything before the season came out, the very first thing that you actually saw about the season was the back in the like 60s or whatever of the Creel family, Victor and his wife and the 2 kids rolling up to this house. They were moving in, and you saw like the Mayflower moving van come in and the car with them, and they were, dressed in their like 50s or 60s clothing or whatever, and you saw the Creel house just in like back in its day in its glory, and it's like pristine condition, and so like fresh coat of paint and everything looked just beautiful. I didn't use that picture just because I liked the picture of it looking all like crazy looking with the group of our heroes sitting in front of it that I used, but it had this just beautiful blue paint with this crisp white outlining on it and everything. And that's what I did with this day's square. So I thought that blue was pretty accurate with it's like dark, but at the same time it's, I don't know, got this, not brightness to it, but it does have this vividness to it. I don't really know how to explain it. This blue is just I've always thought this blue was a very pretty blue. That's why I have quite a bit of it. This just happens to be one used ball that I have. And then I changed things up and I did do the middle because I wanted a little more white than just the middle part. Just because there's so much of the outlining, the you know, decorative parts of the creel house that have that, like I said, that crisp just whiteness to it. So yeah, there is my take on the creel house. And I did do the other one like the same. I did the same one. But I guess I could have, with the, if I had done the blue in the middle, so there was a little bit more blue representation, I guess I could have done opposite colors. But I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking there wouldn't be enough blue just because the whole house is blue, you know. But yeah, so that's what I did, was just matching ones. But that's my creel house squares. So I think those are quite pretty, and I really, really like that one. Even though they're pretty, like, simple. I don't know. I really like that. So sorry. Let's just draw for tomorrow's, and then I will let you guys go, and this will be short and sweet as promised. Cauldron's getting thinned out, but I mean, we still got a pretty good portion of November left, right? So let's see, what are you? We got Date Night Billy, which was Billy from season 2, Date Night Billy. And if I remember right, I mean, you're seeing the picture obviously and I'm not, but if I remember right, he's got this red, like maroon red shirt. It's after his dad had like basically bullied him and told him he wasn't going to see whatever girl he was seeing. His dad had insulted him and demeaned him, called him some pretty derogatory names for looking at himself in the mirror and, you know, making sure, you know, Billy wanted to make sure he looked good, made sure he smelled good and everything for his date. He was really getting dolled up and everything when his dad found him and told him he had to go make sure to find Max and everything when she had gone off. And despite the fact that his dad and Susan had left Billy in charge of Max for way longer than they should have. Not cool, you know. So in ways, you know, you kind of really, well, you may not have. I really felt for Billy because he might have been a jerk, but I think he was also just resentful because he was forced into this family he didn't want to be in. He wanted it to be just, you know, him and I don't know why he would want it to be him and his dad. I don't think he wanted it necessarily to be him and his dad. He just didn't want other people, you know. And suddenly there was, you know, this family he didn't want. He was being forced to watch over a sister he didn't want for a super long time, too, because it sounded like, you know, Neil and Susan were just like, watch this kid that you don't want to watch. And it's going to be, you know, for a couple hours. But, oh, it wasn't a couple hours. It was, you know, basically like a weekend or whatever. And we're going to go off and have fun and do whatever we want to do. And, you know, I'm going to roughhouse you and beat you up and threaten you and demean you and everything if you complain about it. And that's the way it is, you know, because I'm Neil and I'm a jerk. And but anyway, so Billy had went out to find Max, and that's when he first saw Karen Wheeler and put the moves on her. But he was in his date outfit anyway, so, which was of course denim, but it was like his denim jeans, but it was his nice shirt and everything. So we'll find a nice date night picture of Billy to put in there. So that is today's squares, another Billy to add to the blanket. But I love Billy. I do. I'm a sucker for a villain, but I still don't consider Billy a villain, you know, anti-hero. I don't know if he fits that either, I guess, but maybe. Really have to let him we would have had to let his fate play out more, maybe. Aaron, you're really good at at the terminologies and stuff. Maybe you could tell me what you consider Billy, I guess. But, or maybe Karen. Karen might be able to tell me what she thinks too with that one. But I'm sure many more of you do too. It's just I know these ladies would definitely be able to weigh in on that. But I personally don't, like, I definitely know what a villain is, and I just don't, my brain cannot villainize Billy. He's too, I think that because of my fanfics and the personality that I give him, and because of the situation that he's in canon and everything, the sympathy that I feel for him, or apathy, I know I mix the two up a lot, the something, the emotions attached to him, I just can't villainize him. I don't agree with, like, his choices, don't get me wrong, but I just can't see him as, like, he's definitely not a Brenner. And I know he's possessed by the Mind Flayer, but he's definitely no Mind Flayer by any means, or Vecna, or, you know what I mean? Because honestly, like, for those of you who are up with the series, let's be real. Without the Mind Flayer, Henry was not a good dude by the time, like, maybe as a kid there was some salvation there, but by the time we reached adult Henry, he was not a good dude. He wasn't. So you can't really blame the Mind Flayer there, but I just feel like had there been no Mind Flayer, I think Billy's life would have gone on a different trajectory. But we'll never know, you know, not in any canon world, you know. So anyway, I always end up defending Billy too much and talking too much in these videos when Billy's brought up, I know, but I just feel for him so much. All right. On that note, I am going to let you go so that little man and I can start getting ready for bed. But I'm sure he's wishing you guys a good night too. But we'll talk to you later. I love you. Bye, guys.